Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial on mesh. So in this tutorial what we'll try to learn how to create complicated mesh settings, mainly focusing on the custom mesh for your model. So generally in the tutorial we generally see a very simplified model and it is quite easy to mesh, but when you have slightly complex structure that involve a lot of joints and different domains, circles, corners, etc., it becomes very important to manually mesh depending on your settings. Now what do I mean by settings? So when you are creating a mesh, for example, if you are interested to study the thermals, then you might not be very much keen in having a very great mesh in the corners if it is made up of same material, because not much thermal accumulation will happen if you have the same materials here. But let's say you are working on structural mechanics or something like that, then you have to make the mesh in a certain way such that it doesn't miss any important data. And also this is not a fluid dynamics study, but if it happened that it had some kind of a pipe and there is some fluid flowing, then you have to use a particular kind of mesh for that. So you should have a rough idea what the physics is all about and what is the density of the mesh that you need to get an accurate result, because it might happen that in a very coarse mesh you are getting results very quickly, but you may not know, but you may get completely offset results just because of a very poor mesh. So meshing is really important. Now let's see how we can quickly create a manual mesh for this geometry. Now as you can see, this is a geometry of a wheel of a chair, or basically a table or something which is attached to the legs, and we will first do by adding a size. Okay, so we will create a mapped surface. Now as you can see, it's written generate structured quadrilateral mesh. So we'll click on it and let me select this surface. Okay, I just want to create a mapped surface. So without just jumping on to the fine details, I can just click on build selected and you will see that the mapped mesh is ready. Okay, so this is how you create a mapped mesh. Now I'm interested to create a finer ring here in the circular region. So to do that, we can create a finer size, or we can also create a distribution. So I'll just click on distribution. Now you can see that the distribution is added inside the mapped mesh. So I'll just delete this because I don't want the distribution to be inside the mapped mesh. So then what we can do, we can just click on the mesh and I can just right click and click on distribution, or if it is inside the mapped one, you can just drag outside it and it will be outside the mapped mesh. Okay, and in the distribution I'll select the outer rings, and let's say I'll just write 40 to make it a dense ring. Now if I click on build selected, maybe the mesh might not happen due to obvious reasons, because we haven't created the three-dimensional mesh structure. So if you click on information, there is it says there is no operation using these settings. Okay, now how to make it usable? So let's do one thing. Let's add first sorry, I'll just delete this. Let's add a free triangle, and what we will do is we will select, let's say, one side. Okay, and it's fine, I don't need to change anything. Now if I click on build selected, you can see that the free triangular surface is here. Now what we will do is we'll add free tetrahedral. Now this creates a three-dimensional mesh of the geometry. So we'll select a geometry, that is the top one, and here what you can do, you can right click and click on size, and I will select the extra fine one. Okay, I just want a very fine mesh in this structure, so I'll click on build selected. It might take few seconds, and it should be done. Yeah, I have a nice dense mesh for this. Of course you can also have like corner refinement and stuff, but I'll do that later. Now I'll again add a tetrahedral. Again I'll select a particular domain, now the second domain, and then I'll click on build selected once more. Now remember that I haven't selected a finer settings here. This is just a default tetrahedral, but since we created a distribution of 40, that's why it is actually creating a finer mesh on the sides. Okay, now if I write here 20 and click on the build selected, so you can see now that it is quite coarse, right? So that is why this feature is quite powerful in COMSOL. So in the distribution, I will again go on and write 40. And now we have the wheels that are remaining. So we'll again go to free tetrahedral. Now let's assume that in our simulation, these wheels don't play a very major role. Just for example, okay? So what we'll do is select these two wheels, and at first we'll click on build selected. Let it create the mesh. Okay, it's created. Now I just want to make it coarse, okay, such that it doesn't use unnecessary computational power. So what we can do, we can just create this coarse settings in the size within the tetrahedral, and we can click on build all object now, and you can see the mesh, it is quite coarse. Now if I go to log, I'll just make it slightly bigger. Now let us do with the two settings, one with normal. Let us click on build all. So this is the data for the normal, or we can click extra coarse and again click build all. So you can see that for normal settings, it has around 7,000 edge elements, whereas for extra coarse mesh of the wheel, it has a total of 4,700 edge element. So you can see that it is quite low. Also, if you look at the boundary elements, the boundary element is also very low. It's around 60,000 and it is around 36,000, right? So if you make the mesh a bit coarse of especially the unnecessary stuff that is not contributing to your physics, then it is very beneficial for you in the computational respect. Okay, similarly, if you look at the number of element, it is quite low, and the minimum element quality is same. So if your physics does not demand you to have a very fine data in the wheel, then you can of course make it coarse. Similarly, you can do that in other stuff also. For example, this tetrahedral, you can go to size, and I can always click on coarse and click on build all, and you can see that now the mesh is quite coarse, right? Now we don't have any finer details, and again here you can see that the number is even lower. So depending on the accuracy and the physics you are using, you can play around with the settings and you can get a very nice mesh. So this is how you can quickly create a custom mesh in your model for your project and whatever physics you are working. So that's it for this tutorial. If you liked this video, please do subscribe and do support my work. Thank you and have a nice day.